secure draw every time. Crafted from bowhide leather that breaks in like your favorite boots, gets softer, faster, and better the more you carry. It's built to ride all day. Feels natural like you're wearing nothing at all.
Hello, everybody.
And I don't think peace is the opposite of war. It's not in opposition of it. Isn't that what opposite means? Opposition of, against.
Yeah.
I don't think peace is for everything. It's even for war.
So what do you mean? Like, expand on that.
Well, it's a cure. Like Jesus, that's why he was the Prince of Peace. He wasn't the king of the world. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. They made him that as a mockery. Remember that. King of the Jews, they were mocking him.
Yes, they were.
He didn't want to be a king of you pigs. He's the Prince of Peace. A prince is different. A prince probably pays a price. He does, it's in there.
Yeah.
P-R-I-C-E. If you take the N out, oh, because of his DNA, huh? Wow. So he pays the price with his blood. Yeah, better than being a king.
Yeah, it is.
So, but I do believe that, I spend time in peace. I think all of us, I don't know. I can't speak for everyone. I stopped doing that a long time ago too. It sounds like it. But when I say all of us, I mean all of me, every aspect of myself, putting myself back together. Because whoever it was that said, all the voices in your head, you're psycho and then you got to take pills. What was the girl that had all the, split personalities? That you're putting yourself back together isn't personalities. Putting yourself back together are lies that they stole from you and told you other things, like all of this right here. No, that's mine. I'll take that back. It doesn't mean that. Thank you. And no. And what else? Oh, that one? Yeah, that one's mine too. You know what I mean? That's what it means to me. Okay. Just because somebody said something was this way doesn't mean that it has to be this way in you. We met children. I have a friend, our friend, God, my names, who counsels kids. And they say that. They say, we don't have that. We don't want that. They say that.
That's interesting.
So it is very interesting, but the United States of America is nothing but an artificial field anymore. So why would there be anything organic? I just listened to a little video where this black gentleman, sorry, I had a little thing taken off my back today. So they gave me a little Novocaine.
Good.
Yeah. Good. Here, I'm going to show you this. It's way more than it is. Mike patched me. It was so great. So this is what love looks like from a strong Navy SEAL. Okay.
Okay.
So he patched me. But anyway, it's got the bandage on it, but I'm going to show you.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's got your LifeWave patches all around too. That's beautiful. He wallpapered you.
He wallpapered me.
Oh, I love it.
It was wonderful. Yeah. And that was just a little, and I don't get out in the sun, but I don't know. Everybody seems to be getting it. Something cancers.
Yes.
So take it off and get it good. So that's what that was. Yeah. Anyway, which I'll throw a, I have to do this. Really, Lynn and I, no, we talk about all kinds of things right there where that incision is though that he did.
Yeah.
I have a story about these.
Yeah, you do.
And that this one was cut off. This one I still have it. It's energetic. It's there. Actually, I have a picture where it comes out. It's like,
Oh.
it's in my head. Remember I showed you? Yeah.
You did.
Anyway.
I remember.
This is, and the reason, this is ancestral work because that's what the grandmother, and I have Native American that runs in my family ancestral line. So I think it's probably why as a kid, I always heard the earth
Hmm.
and
Yes.
the birds, the bugs and the everything. And I just always heard it. I don't know how to say it any other, and they want you not to do that. But anyway,
Mm.
because maybe we weren't the fallen, because the fallen came here and they did something they weren't supposed to do. They mated with the daughters. They were told not to do it.
That's right.
And so the aggression to me isn't against the women, it's against them.
That's right.
And those children that we've been protecting are our children. And over time, when you take a child that has two of these and you take one of these away, you get one with one and they never can activate both of these because there's two of these, not one. And that's why they're not. Anyway, this stuff is like all probably going to make more sense when the pyramids, when some of that gets decoded more.
Yes.
Because I'm starting to see a layover for me. We talked about this before, the motherboard.
Yes, we did.
And on the corner of the motherboard over, this isn't a real good picture. I'll have to get it better. Over in the corner, there's switches.
Really?
There's like switches. There's like 7 switches, and you adjust them in different ways. And when I saw under the pyramid those long columns like that, I went, and this is the thought I got. But no, and because you're allowed to have thoughts that don't make any sense. Okay, the thought I got was this: are they trying to Neuralink? Was this Neuralinked before? If they turn that on, because see, they're saying that's the halls of Amenti, the temple, the halls of Amenti, the mind of God, the mind, where all the information is.
Yeah.
See, when I went to Egypt before any of this, I had some major experiences when I walked into Luxor, and Mike too, people just coming, like I come around the corner. First of all, I got pictures of orbs that were like wallpapering, like I was walking through them like plasma, like so many of them.
Cool. Okay? Cool.
And when I walked into the big area in Luxor that has all the pillars in it, for me, what started happening, because this is just the way I see things, I just saw it. It just started to turn on. You could see it on the walls, the hieroglyphs on the walls. They would just turned on. They just turned on, and I was like,
cool.
Oh my God! Like it went all around the room, and it was just like, I'm like, oh no, this is like, is this the Pentium processor? Because I'm always looking for the Pentium processor in the brain.
Cool.
Because there is one, because that's what makes everything work, the Pentium processor. I'm sure I'm speaking old words because I haven't studied computers down to the nano computer.
I was so insecure about my size that for years, I believed my husband was cheating on me because deep down, I didn't think I deserved his love. For most of my life, I was obese. I got comfortable in my discomfort, but 3 years ago, I hit rock bottom. One night, my husband and I were in the shower.
That they have now, but I know enough to know that I'm walking around in one of these, and so are you guys. I mean, it's just obvious as ever. And there's nothing you can do about it. But anyway, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe there is something you can do about it. Interact with it. And don't be afraid of it. I don't know. It's just the thoughts that we're having right now that are coming in.
Yeah.
Like, are we now? Are we going to become the virus on the AI that
Oh,
is on us? Do you see how it folds into it?
I
You have
do.
to have the thought. You have to have the anyway.
That is an interesting thought. I mean, very interesting. That's
What?
never crossed my mind before.
Yeah, no, we are though already.
Mm,
It's funny.
I
But
like
yeah. Anyway, so the wing thing was cool. It's fun.
Sounds like you had some amazing experiences in Egypt. I mean,
Yes, we did. We got to go to Isis's temple, the ruins that were there that they had been excavating up out of the water, because I guess that's what started making me think. I'm like, well, it's under the water? Why was it under the water? And then I started thinking, well, and then I had this crazy thought too, because
yeah,
there during that time, and then the things you see on the wall, and you see water creatures, animal, human, and then the stories, the ancient gods, Poseidon and mermaids and all of this stuff. What if they made temples on ground and then they let the water come up so that those water beings could be in them?
yeah.
Like they made them for them. I'm like, why are they down in the water? Like that's really odd to me. I don't know. My mind just goes like a kid would think. And I'd love to talk with someone who really knew about it, because if they were really a historian, they would be a great storyteller, and they wouldn't think my question was stupid. Even at this age, they would think it as maybe whimsical, like, oh, silly woman, you don't know this, and then, not be rude to me, but explain it to me in a beautiful way, because I love a great story. Who
Me
doesn't?
too. Yeah, yeah. I love a good story too. That's
I
why
love
I'm
a
fascinated
great
by your Egypt
storyteller.
stories.
Yeah, so there's so much there. Oh, we got to have dinner with the whirling dervish. It's a thing that you can make reservation at. But imagine the floor, just this big, huge, open wooden ballroom floor, and tables all around, as many as they can get in there.
Yeah,
And you're eating authentic food of the day, and the dervishes come out, and your dinner is fed to you in courses. So it's not like in America where everyone's in a hurry and get off my table. You're at the Waffle House.
right.
It's like,
It's like, get up, yeah, get up,
what
get up.
happened to the experience of like having an experience? Like that's an experience, but not one I want to have. So I try not to create this. But so imagine them coming out, and oh, you're like, oh, we're like Trevor, so cool. He spins. He doesn't just spin. They spin for the entire meal, usually without stopping. Someone in the whole and they interchange. Some will go out, others will come in. But imagine the spinning energy. It was
Wow.
amazing. I mean, I can't even really tell you the food, because it was just that. I was just so like, who can spin and
Please.
like this? I mean, I could do a good spin, but anyway, and the shopping, it was fun. It was just fun. It's a whole different culture. If you have to leave the United States of America, but this is home.
Yeah.
And when you come home, where'd all these people come from that aren't from home? And they don't treat it like it's home. If you went to somebody's Airbnb, there are guidelines you have to go through and a way to leave it. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Could you please think of my America as like pick up your like even people that are doing work and getting paid for it, and they can't speak the language I need you to speak. first of all, I wouldn't have hired them. They were sent by whoever was fixing the construction for the damage from the hurricane for the owners of this place that I rent.
Right.
And so we basically were on site most of the time when they were repairing everything down there. But made in the USA can't get stamped on, like where'd the pride and all of that go? And you can't speak English to me. That's a problem for me. Especially if I need you to stop doing what you're doing because where's your boss? No, seriously. Anyway, I just have issues with some of that. I don't know where I was going. Get us back on course there. Sometimes
Well, you were talking about how when you came back from Egypt and then that this is home, Egypt, it's wonderful.
Oh, about treating, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't let you act like this in their countries. And first of all, I would never go into someone else's country and act,
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. I think that's a good point because we would not go into another country and act rudely, like you've given examples already today. We wouldn't go in and be rude and go against their culture.
I got nothing better to do. Let me be rude here at this gateway. We're trying to get over here to Bosnia and tell these guys to F off and give me back my papers. And I'm not giving you $100 to get over here. Why do each of us have to do that? Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
Give them the $100, suck it up, because that's how it was when we were trying to cross over to get over to there. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's at the time. That's, but what it did was you buttered somebody's bread. And if there was any problem we ever had there, which there never was because we knew better than to give any.
Right.
But you probably weren't harassed either. It's one of those things that would be like, if we did get, because we were always together as a group, if we did have a problem, it would be, whatever officer, oh no, they paid the fine, okay. And they'd leave us alone,
Exactly.
But I mean, who would go into another country like that? And would you take a vacation to check out all the jails in other countries or what? To get beaten a little bit? Or, I mean,
Yeah.
kind of silly to me.
And of course, in our country, though, people do come in and act rudely and not adhere to our culture and not respect America while they're visiting. But of course, they get away with it.
And it's allowed. I know, that's what I'm saying. And it's allowed. Like, they have the elderly people who should be healthy. Really, being elderly doesn't mean not being healthy. They're not healthy because the pharmaceutical companies had a program for them to slow them up, make them, slow them down. Because when you die, you should die sharp.
Yes, you should. It's the way it's meant to be.
I'm pointing here, let me get this away.
For anyone looking to zero their scope, don't fire a single shot until you do this. Did you know you can get a perfect zero by simply doing this 10-second zeroing hack at home? You may not know this, but anyone, even rookie shooters, can zero in their aim.
Yeah, no, at least that's how I feel about it, because I know that you can.
Yes.
And we clearly, some of us clearly see what they're doing here. Gosh, I saw it when I was in Publix. Did I say this on the last show we talked?
I don't remember talking about Publix.
Where I went to go pick something up, and in the corner of the grocery store, just imagine the square, in the one corner of the grocery store is the little pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
The little pharmacist, she's back there, and there's a camera in the corner. I check out everything. It's just probably being used to being with Mike. We're like Trinity and I'm just trained, guys. So I'm always constantly checking everything out. And I notice it. So what I do when I see a camera is I just kind of, mosey my way around to see what it's facing at,
Yeah.
you know? So when I turn from that perspective and I look out, what I see from there is the entire rest of the store. And I went, oh, wow. And I got a whole vision in my head. It's like, this is the farmer. And none of this food out here is real. Nothing. It's all made by Pharmakia, every bit of it. So why am I not coming over here and just handing you my grocery list and getting it from you like a prescription? Oh, I just had like this epiphany moment.
Yes.
Because I had never seen it that way. I mean, she literally turned into a farmer with overalls in front of my eyes for me for a second when I turned around and went, holy shit.
Yeah.
And the furthest thing away from her in this corner was produce
Oh.
in the other far corner of the grocery store. So it was just kind of, that's how my mind sees, I see that way. It was just interesting to me. I went, wow, there's a whole theory in the way the store was even laid out for the purpose that it was laid out
Yes.
to be like this. It was just interesting.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember whenever we were in the Dominican Republic, you and Michael were talking about being able to see 180 and your high level of perceptual skills and training. I just thought those stories were really good too.
I thought I never thought trauma brings you into a focused vision, not a wide angle vision. And I think that it makes you open your eyes really big.
Yeah.
And they say that's because you're taking in so much information. But after analyzing that for myself a little bit,
Yeah.
the subconscious is taking in all the information, but you're pinpointed on, you're focused. And if you're in trauma, like Kathy O'Brien talks about,
Yeah.
you're not there. You're so focused that you're focused through a gateway that's not even there. So subconsciously, all of the information is going in because the eyes are open so big, but you're not really seeing it. So like when you're not being traumatized and you use that technique and you take yourself into wide angle vision, you're not really focused. Like I'm not really focused on you now. Where like if I really was just focused on you, someone could have a better chance of getting up behind me. So that's usually why people work in twos. So that person's getting your attention and you never see this one coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they'll use a child and an adult, same kind of thing, because you're focused on the child, because that would be natural. Anyway, it's interesting when you see how those techniques are used. And then you can see when you study it, you can see when it's being used, when you're walking into it being used. You're like, oh shit, that's something I read. Wow, they're actually really doing it here. Hold on, let me sit down and analyze what's going on, and then that's how you can see the bad guy and you're not connected to the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're connected, that's how you're not, oh, that's a kid, whatever, probably his uncle, maybe he deserved to get slapped, whatever, it's not my business. Everything's your fucking business.
That's right.
Excuse me, you're about your father's business. When did you stop being that? And when did children become a business?
That's right, Tracy Joe.
Because if I ever see that ain't my father's business. My father's business is to be nosy in your business.
Mm-hmm.
Since you seem to want to own one. It better be legit. So we got some issues now.
Well, and I love those
On
videos.
planet Earth.
You sent me little clips over time, the last month or so, of children almost being abducted or being hurt or people being rude, and tips on how to stand up, stop things from happening, stop children from being taken, speak if someone's being verbally abused in front of you.
Yeah. Another thing that I have kind of an issue with are some of these videos people are putting out on their kids. Your kids aren't your Instagram videos, you guys. That's like starting to get a little bit too much. Some of it's just too much. You make a little businesses out of your kids. It's like they're cute. They were supposed to be cute for you. Like, seriously, it's like over the top, not right. And some of them, like, it makes me sad for the child, because if you really are a person that feels something and a
Yeah.
little child is crying and a mommy's sitting there videoing her kid and the child is crying, okay, sad, tired, crying, and the mom is videoing and she says, "What's wrong, honey? Are you sad?" And the little girl, she says, "No, mommy, I'm not sad. I'm happy." And she tries to stretch her little cryingness into happiness to please her mom, instead of her mom throwing that stupid phone down.
Right.
That video wasn't important enough. And I see these little moments where a child is tricked to turn sadness into happiness for
Yeah.
someone else's ability to handle it. And children are notorious for doing that. She wanted to give her mom what her mom wanted her to be, was happy, not sad. But it was so cute at the end, though. She goes, "Maybe I just tired. I think I just tired," you know. But it was just heartbreaking because you could see it, you saw it. If you were any kind of a counselor that was to check child sensitivity, okay, you would have said, you would have given that mother, what I would have liked is another person filming you, putting it down and going, saying, this isn't important enough of it. And then, you know what I mean?
That would be beautiful.
Okay, but that third perspective wasn't there. So anyway, that was my take on it. But I think people miss it, but it's okay. I'm not, not everybody's there to see it.
Yeah.
It's just my season. So I analyze that way. I don't know. I just don't want to step on people's toes. Here, this is a good visual. I showed you this the other day. So this was.
If you hear a ringing in your ear that never goes away, there's something in your brain begging for help.
Anyone who doesn't treat ear ringing is definitely not being smart. It's something so easy to fix. Why wait until your memory starts to fade? If you're suffering from unbearable ringing, listen closely. Your brain is crying for help.
Anyone who doesn't treat ear ringing is gambling their health.
Hi, everyone. I thought I would jump on here because so many people ask me questions about tinnitus. My name is Dr. Emily Carter, and I'm a clinical audiologist. People always wonder, is tinnitus just caused by loud noises, or is it something happening?
This is the Holy Spirit.
Yes, you sent me that.
And then the light, these are candlesticks, you guys. He's like a lampstand, okay? So they're in front of him. So he's not ascending or descending, okay? This is like the dove that Noah sent out to find fertile ground. That's us, okay? So I started using this as a little visual with this one together. So I use this to light my way when I'm making decisions in my day.
Yeah.
Because these are the two choices you have. Okay. This is how you overdo something that's usually going to not make you feel too good. So I kind of just use it to light my way. If I'm feeling, greedy, lustful, slothful, prideful, envy, wrath, gluttony, I just try to see it through the eyes of this, lighting the way instead of doing it this way. Because then I'm flying upside down, actually. See, his beak is upside.
Yeah.
So don't try to come in this way.
Right. Yeah.
But if you see this, come at the person that's practicing this come at them this way. Just fun thing.
Mhm.
My table of fun things.
That's good.
Huh.
You
So
always see lessons in everything. I mean, that's how your creativity, things will come into your space, and that's how God talks to you. He just
yeah,
gives
very much.
information about, yes.
Oh,
what
my God is not boring, and he's
No.
fun. He's creative. He is encouraging. He is so patient. And he sees you like no one sees you.
Yeah.
If you can get yourself to a place and ask God to let you see yourself through God's eyes, you will get an instant because you won't be able to handle more than that.
Mm.
And for those people that say God is an orgasm or the big, you, wow, good thing he sees you more than a,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Anyway, and you can have those moments, like you don't have to die. Like everyone's that, oh, you know, that you see that when you die. No, you don't. You're supposed to see it a lot now. So when that time comes, that you, what is die backward? It's EID. What does that say? Ed? Id? I have to look into that. I've never thought about it because I say I don't die. I don't die.
Yeah.
I mean, we. I don't. The concept is. It's an empty hole to me. To me, if you want me to explain what that they wanted to tell me that I came here from heaven with was a black stain on my soul, that little black dot. Remember that story? If you want to explain that, someone want to explain that to me? It's the word die. That's what that little dot feels like. I'm standing in the middle of that dot and that's death. Like there's nothing there in that dot.
Yeah.
I don't die. I don't have that dot either. God never made that. That's not real.
Mhm.
Like, where did that come from in Christianity, that teaching?
I don't know.
Like, you can have that back, whoever that, no, yours, keep it. Double thumbs up or whatever the things are they make their little hand jives on.
Yeah.
Because that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Unless it's a doorway.
Hmm.
Okay. Other than that, okay. But it's not nothing I did right or wrong. I have this conversation with God a lot. We're allowed to.
Yes. Yeah, we can talk to God about anything we want.
Yeah. I'm seeing good things.
Good.
Even in some of the bad things that are going on, that's a good thing I'm seeing.
Like what? Like what comes
It's
to mind?
time. Oh, just cleaning the house, you know? Things
Yes.
happening out there in the world. There's a lot of confusion going on out there right now.
There is.
They say don't take any of it to heart.
Hmm.
I never have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's a mess out there. And I really don't know what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
I don't it got quiet. And I guess that maybe is a drawback on the bow. I don't know. Because they say it's going to get kinesthetic. Is that the word? Or kinetic? That's the word.
Kinetic. Yes.
So we made it through March. There were no Ides. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So. And I really don't even know what that means. I'd have to look it up and let Wikipedia tell me. So
The Ides of March.
it's IDE. It's IDS.
You know,
IDES. It's not Ides.
Those three initials use the word die, Tracy Joe.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love what you do with words. You have me, well, because I watch you, I have been doing it myself too at times.
Everyone's doing it.
It's a wonderful way to understand, to help understand.
Yeah. The words are doing it to people. I just think it started doing it to me a long time ago.
Yeah, it did.
So,
It's a way of life to you, like breathing. I mean, it's one of the first things you go to is to analyze the words being said.
well, it's so funny because I remember, I don't know, I just say angels because that's what I know. Okay. And I remember being taught as a child, trained as a child, my imaginary friends, whatever you want to call them. And they would tell me like, don't look, okay. The kids were starting to speak Pig Latin. Do you remember that? Like, and I couldn't, I could never understand it. And it didn't make sense to me. And I didn't understand why somebody would want to talk like a pig. And because of in the Bible, the stories that you're raised on, what the pigs represented, where
That's
Legion went,
Yeah.
and the entity Legion was cast into the pigs, which the Jews
Right.
call Goyim. I don't even know if that story goes together. And there, I don't know Jewish faith, but the way I know Catholic, Christian, Jewish faith. Jesus was a Jew. That's what I know.
Okay.
Anyway, he didn't have the nose though. No, I'm not. Anyway, so I don't know where I was going with that, Lynn, because I could go a lot of directions.
Yes, you could go a lot of directions. Well, and with time, we probably have, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes left.
Okay.
So if there was anything else special, that you had on your desk that you wanted to share or show that was on your,
My desk of many
yeah.
things. I would like to, I was going through books because we're getting rid of books and returning books to people.
Yeah.
I miss the lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do, you guys. Her ashes are down there. That's why I'm gonna stick this in her box with her.
Yeah.
But look, it's all signed. There's a little. I think
Aw.
signatures are.
Yeah.
I like that. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, life is precious. You guys love the people that are around you. Don't judge them. They came into your life for a reason. She left nothing but good things on me when she came. I love this lady, and I didn't get to hang out with her.
If you hear a ringing in your ear that never goes away, there's something in your brain begging for help.
Anyone who doesn't treat ear ringing is definitely not being smart. It's something so easy to fix. Why wait until your memory starts to fade? If you're suffering from unbearable ringing, listen closely. Your brain is crying for help.
Anyone who doesn't treat ear ringing is gambling their health.
Hi, everyone. I thought I would jump on here because so many people ask me questions about tinnitus.
Enough, but the time that I did get was very special to me.
Yeah.
I know we'll talk about it in heaven one day.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll see her there. She was a good soul.
Yes, she was.
Be
Yes,
good souls. Be good people, you guys. Be good souls. One person to another. That's what matters. Okay, so the pyramids are a big thing. Woo. Well, the halls of Amenti, you better be careful what you ask for. You're going to find the story about you in there. That's what that is. That's the archives of if you're a Christian, I guess it would be the total to the book of life, the halls of Amenti, kind of type. You could lay that over the other.
Yes,
but
I see that.
All I know is whatever life I was, popping into eternal being that I am. And if I pulled a book off of the shelf and I looked at it and I went, yep, that's still me. I recognize myself all throughout time because I wouldn't put on a costume ever. Because that word right there is a cost to you and me over time. You're not Cleopatra. You're not, and you never were. You're you. That's the silliest thing to me. What I think happened is I'll take the pill of forgetfulness. Give me the Cleopatra costume. Okay. Oh, look, I'm Cleopatra. I mean, come on. Like if you're thinking you're Cleopatra now in this life, like you're you now in this life. Cleopatra's Anyway, it's just, be here now.
Mm.
Be good to each other. We can fix this with love.
Yes, we can.
If people would calm down, try a little bit of peace, put on some peace.
Yes.
We got a president of peace right now.
Yeah, we do. Thank God.
That's what hopefully he's being like a grandfather, not a sleazy, that's the energy he has for me. He's like a pop. He's like a mature father that grew up, saw the errors of his ways, cleaned his own house out a little bit, and, apologized and did some right things for the wrongs that were done.
Yeah.
And then, says, okay, let's get back on track again, America.
That's right.
We're
That's
not going
right.
to pay for a bunch of shit. We're going to celebrate. It's a celebration now. That's where we're supposed to be heading.
That's right. Starting in May.
And that's what I'm doing. I've been celebrating this whole life though, but I'd like to celebrate joyfully or in the streets without it being some weird thing with people on dog leashes and weird, like, get rid of that stuff. Like, no, I don't even want Macy's balloons. That's weird. Just get back to being normal, everyone. Bigger isn't better, faster, no. Well, faster on some things, building back this great America, because we can do that in speed time, you guys. We really can.
Yes, we can. Yes. And we're watching President Trump doing things fast.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to do it all. Clean up your own towns.
Yes.
Go help a neighbor whose yard is a wreck. Why? Go see what's happening. Maybe they're can't get off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, everybody stop trying to be your coolest avatar in the world and, like, be the coolest caring person in the world.
Yeah. That's
Do
beautiful.
that. Anyway, that's all I got.
Mhm.
Till next time.
Till next time. Well, that was very beautiful. I've enjoyed our time today, especially since we haven't been able to chat for several days. So it's just good. It feels like one of our phone calls with just someone's going to listen to it soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they get something out of it. Because for me, you know what? If one person gets something and that one person helps the many people, wow, that's the fish and the loaves to me.
Exactly. Yes, it is.
We just lay it on the altar for God. He'll do it. It'll go where it needs to.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just know it. I just know.
Yeah.
One day, the right person, some crazy wild thing will happen, then you just watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one person that heard this crazy woman talking about how you can do acts of kindness for people, and maybe they need ideas of who to do acts of kindness for, and we can help them with that. Because really, the act of kindness that you would be doing would be for yourself.
Mm.
It would feel so good. There are so many opportunities in prosperity and things that we know. Check our Dropbox at the end of the show because there'll be great opportunities down there.
Mm. Yes.
Post them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
Tracy Joe.
yep.
Well, love you.
I love you too. There's another one for the kids.
Another
The
one for the
intention is always for the children. Just two very wise women getting together, talking whimsically but intelligently. Because
Yes.
life is not a joke and serious things are happening.
Yeah.
And be a woman of honor and character and make a difference in the world. Heaven sent you to do that.
Yes, that's so true. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thought to end on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on the podcast again, and we'll see you in a month on the podcast, although we'll talk, I'm sure, several times before then. And for everyone listening, remember, God is absolutely good.
Just put it on.
But it doesn't feel right.
It is about safety.
And this one?
You will barely know it is there.
This is the Toro Leather.
I spent $20,000 on lottery tickets. I didn't hit the jackpot, but I discovered a legal loophole to settle debt for pennies.
Here's why I regret getting lip filler. So a couple of years ago, I decided to get lip filler. And I'll be honest, I really did like how it looked.
Sun rises, the
big one, Jaeger in California, until before they sold it to the, anyway, so he could see that we needed assistance because like obviously we were trying to go this way and he was looking, but he was very snobbish, his energy, you know, and I go, this guy in the corner asking for, you know what I mean?
yes, I do.
Like I'm sorry, because I think that's what I every morning when I wake up and I spend that time with God in the morning. Sounds like it, but when I say all of us, I mean more. So why would there be anything over on the AI that spinning energy? It was
Wow.
amazing.
Like,
Like Kathy O'Brien talks about.
yeah.
That third perspective wasn't there. So anyway, that was my take on it. But I think people miss it, but it's okay. I'm not, you know, not everybody's there to see it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just my season. So I analyze that way. I don't know. I just don't want to step on people's toes. Here, this is a good visual. I showed you this the other day. So this was the Holy Spirit.
Yes, you sent me that.
And then the